Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, issue number 1 from IDW. And this has the original creators, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, come back to do the writing and the illustration. And basically, this takes off from their final Mirage run, I believe. But you don't really need to read any of that stuff. You can kind of just jump right into this. And it does a pretty good job of keeping you up to date, or at least keeping you in the know. So yeah, this was something that I've been waiting for months to get my hands on, and I finally did. And oh my god, it's so worth it. This is probably the greatest Ninja Turtle issue I've ever read. So let's get right into it. So we start off with one of our Ninja Turtles, and I'm going to refer to him as the Turtle, even though the end of this issue does say who the identity of this turtle is. This was like a big thing that a lot of people were trying to guess who's the final turtle. For anyone who doesn't know, 3 of the turtles are dead, only one's still alive. And we followed the one that's still alive. And there are some clues and stuff like that on who the final turtle is, but the answer is straight up told to you at the very final page, unless that's like a complete red herring, but I don't think it is. So we get our identity of the turtle at the end, and I'll get to that later on. But for now, I'm just going to refer to him as the turtle. And this takes place, I believe, like 30 years into the future. I believe it's supposed to be like 2 generations or something. And we have our final turtle, and he is trying to get revenge for the death of Splinter and his brothers. So this is where our series takes place, I'm assuming. At least this is where this issue takes place. And I'm just going to call this Neo Manhattan, because that's basically what it is. It's Manhattan in the future. I will say that this is pretty cool. Like, I like the art. The art in this is pretty fantastic. The art and the coloring is pretty great in this. So yeah, we have our turtle, and he kind of sneaks onto this island. Our turtle has to keep his identity a secret, and he kind of has to sneak through this city as he tries to get his revenge. And as you see over here in the bottom left, we see the 3 brothers that are dead. They appear to him as ghosts, and they basically they talk to him, and they kind of tell him, like, you don't need to do this. Like, you know, like you don't need to live the rest of your life trying to get revenge for us. You can just go out and live your life the way you want. But our turtle doesn't take that. He's like, nah, I gotta get revenge. And he ends up stealing a motorcycle. And I believe the person he's stealing the bike from is Casey Jones's daughter, or it could be Casey Jones's granddaughter. I'm leaning a little bit towards granddaughter. No, it could be daughter. Either way, I think it's because he steals a motorcycle from someone, and one of the people's like, "Hey Jones, your bike just got stolen." So it's either his daughter or his granddaughter. She plays a little bit of a part in here. I'm assuming she's going to play a bigger part later on. But of course, it doesn't take long before our turtle gets caught, and that's pretty much what the rest of this issue is. The rest of this issue is basically him fighting his way through the city, and he's fighting against the RoboCops, I guess is what he kind of refers to them, like, you know, security, solid armor, some kind of RoboCops. So I'm just going to call them RoboCops, because that's pretty much what they are. They're robotic cops, but I guess there might be cyborgs. There's a little bit of, like, he kills one of them, and there's some, like, human parts to them. So I think they're more cyborgs than actual robots. But we have just a lot of cool artwork of him, like, sneaking through the building, killing robots, being chased. That's pretty much what this whole issue is. This whole issue is just one big giant chase and fight scene. Like, we have a scene where he, like, almost straight out of The Fifth Element, where he steals a floating police car, and he kind of drives it for a moment before he crashes and stuff like that. And again, along the way, he's just constantly being chased. And here's our main villain. Our main villain is actually Kurai's son, Oroku Hiroto. I don't ever recall Kurai having a son, but I guess she had one. I know she has a daughter, but I don't ever recall a son. Then again, I've only read parts of the original Mirage run. I haven't read like the whole entire run, and a lot of my Ninja Turtles knowledge is from the movies and the TV series, and a little bit of, like, I've read some of the IDW stuff. I've read all the Archie stuff. I've read The Urban Legends, Volume 3. That's kind of, I read a little bit of the, IDW's run based off of the 2012 Nickelodeon series. So that's my knowledge. I don't ever recall her having a son, but she does have a son, and the son is basically trying to revive Kurai. Kurai is like in suspended sleep or whatever, and he's the one responsible for killing off the mutants, killing off Splinter, killing off the brothers, and he's the one that our turtle is trying to get revenge on. And like I said, I don't know how much I can like really describe this issue. It's pretty much just him trying to get revenge against Kurai's son by infiltrating the city and then just fighting his way through against a bunch of like robots or cyborgs, I guess I would say. So if you want action, that's pretty much what this whole issue is. It's nothing but nonstop action as he's trying to fight his way to get revenge. And then we have a setback. He's able to confront Kurai's son, but he's not able to kill him. Basically, Kurai's able to like make his escape, or he's able to kind of defeat our turtle in this moment. And so we have like a really depressing moment where our turtle, he's like injured, he's just down, like he feels like he failed his brothers, he misses them, and he decides to hide out in the sewer, and he's going to commit seppuku. And I'm going to leave it at that. There's a little bit more, but I don't want to spoil this. And I have just kind of glanced over this issue. I'm not, because this isn't a summary of this issue. This is a review, but I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the story. But yeah, you guys ever remember those famous fan arts where it shows like the brothers, like the last surviving brother? Like there's Leonardo, and he has like all of his brothers' bandanas wrapped around his arm, and then we have one of Donatello, and he has the bandanas wrapped around his staff, and then there's one of Raphael. Raphael's just kind of like crying. And then we have one of, I think, Mikey. I can't remember what Mikey's, but it's like a famous fan art of like all the brothers. It's like really dark and depressing, and it's just them, like they're the only one turtle left, and all their brothers are dead. Where basically Eastman and Laird took that and made it into a miniseries. So this is basically Old Man Blank. So you know how there's Marvel's Old Man Logan, Old Man Peter Quill. Well, this is Old Man, insert turtle name here, which I'm not going to say. But I will give you guys one hint. And here's the hint. While I won't hand you the answer of who this turtle is, you can find out by watching some of my older comic reviews. There's your hint. There's your clue. Or you guys can just pick up the issue and read it and find out yourself, which I highly recommend because this is fantastic. Like the artwork is great. The writing is great. The characterization is phenomenal. Like like there's so much emotion, and just I love this issue. It's a bit kind of, I don't want to say dark, but yeah, I guess it is kind of dark, because I mean we have a turtle who's like depressed to the point where he wants to commit seppuku. It's depressing. It's I know a lot of people are like well, Turtles, the original run was always kind of dark and violent. Yeah, but most people don't associate Turtles with the original run. Most people associate Turtles with the cartoons, the movies, the video games, the current IDW, which, while it has its moments, isn't, as dark and depressing and adultish as the original Mirage run. So the average normie associates Turtles with more like kid-friendly or more lighthearted, kind of fun action adventure. This is not only just a throwback to the Mirage run, but even more darker, just in the depressing sense. I mean, we got a turtle who's basically, I'm not going to say the word, on a self-deletion run. Like he pretty much doesn't care about his life anymore. He just wants revenge, and that's it. And when he has a temporary setback, he's completely ready to commit seppuku. So this isn't like a happy-go-lucky. This isn't like a turtle, using his brains. This isn't a turtle who's like, hot-headed, ready for a fight. This isn't a calm, collected turtle. This is basically just a turtle like, I want to get revenge for my brothers and my family, and when I can't, there's nothing left for me. So it's kind of just sad in that way. But yeah, it's fantastic. Like the emotions that this issue drives out of you. And this is a great way to start off a miniseries. Like I did reviews recently on Ultraman, and I said the first issue was very subpar, and the second issue like really picked up. But the first issue, like if you just jumped into Ultraman, you read the first issue, like a lot of people might have just dropped it at the first issue. I think this is the opposite. I think this is one of those where like if you read the first issue, you're like, oh man, I gotta read the rest. Like this is fantastic. This is amazing. This is like one of the single best issue ones I've ever read, in my opinion. Easily the best Ninja Turtles issue I've ever read. So yeah, I highly recommend picking this up. This is freaking fantastic. Great start to a mini-series. Kind of sad that it is only a mini-series. And it is a little bit more on the expensive side. I believe this was $6.99, $7.99. I can't remember. It was funny because I went to the comic book store and I picked up, it was like 2 issues and it was like almost $20. And I was like, what? $20 for only 2 issues? And I found out that The Last Ronin is actually like, it's double the normal price. But I believe it has more pages than the average comic. But yeah, fantastic. I love it. Highly worth the wait. Totally lives up to the expectations I was setting for it and the hype. Yeah, freaking fantastic. I loved it. Really, go check it out. Go read it. Go support it. It's great. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think. And I'll probably do a review for every issue that comes out for this, just since there's only a couple issues. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good one. And I'll see you guys next time. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.